Hello everyone and welcome to Werven's World. Today I'm going to try something different. For my guides in Tales of Maj'Eyal I got some requests to do a let's play so that people could kind of see how I play it and maybe pick up some tips along the way. I was or am a little bit hesitant about this for a couple of reasons. First of all, I don't think I'm perfect let's play material, but of course you never know until you try it. Second of all, I'm not sure if I'm really the one to do this because I'm far from a veteran. I've only played 85 hours and I got 3 wins on normal adventure mode. With a Sun Paladin and Doombringer and Oozmancer. But yeah, so there's lots and lots and lots of classes I haven't played ever, and lots of abilities I don't know. And after that as well, I am a fairly impatient player, so I tend to die to stupid stuff because I wasn't paying attention, and I don't necessarily, scout everything properly and look at the enemy's abilities very properly, stuff like that. All kind of things that you should do when you're seriously playing a roguelike. That's also the reason I don't really play on the higher difficulties, because this is a very, very long game, and losing a character in a very long game due to one stupid mistake, which I am bound to make, yeah, it's not for me. I can understand like the fact of like get better, which I should, but then again, I also should be having fun, and that's not necessarily counting as fun for me. I do, however, love roguelikes. My favorite though is, for example, Drakefire Chasm. It has a good sense of difficulty, like it's not too difficult, it's also not too easy, and you can play it in an hour. So if you lose that character, well, tough luck. I don't mind losing my characters, but if it took like 30-40 hours to get them to that level, then it's a bit too much for me. So in that sense, I'm not a hardcore roguelike player. I just really enjoy playing them, just like I really enjoy Dwarf Fortress. But yeah, anyway, enough talking. I am going to do a let's play, yay! Alright, so then we have to choose a class. So I am very used to tanky classes. I tend to go in and crack some skulls, and I haven't played a mage at all. I've played the Oozmancer, but he's very tanky as well and does a lot of melee damage. So I want to try a mage this time, and I've been kind of looking around a little bit and trying a couple of classes to level 6 or 10. And I decided on the Archmage. First of all, it's supposed to be fairly powerful, or one of the more powerful classes actually, so I hope to be able to show you a fair amount of the game, although no guarantees at all I'm going to make it to the end. But it also seemed like a lot of fun. It had a lot of trees to explore, so I thought I might as well try that one. Then the question is, which race do I want? And I kind of, well, I was looking at Cornac. Gives an extra talent category point, which might be great. I don't know. I mean, the Archmage has a lot of talent trees to look at. You can unlock some by playing. And, well, that might be a good idea as well. Experience penalty is 0%, which is great. Because if you go to Shalor, which has great racial skills, it makes you really fast. It has an experience penalty of 25, and it gets 9 life per level. 9 life per level is not a lot at all. Then there is Undead Skeleton. And then, well, we get more life per level, which is great. But it has an experience penalty of 40%, which is a lot. But we do get poison immunity, bleeding immunity, fear immunity, no need to breathe, and we get some talents, one of which is a shield, and the Archmage has an ability that enhances shields. So I think I might just go with the skeleton. I have no idea if that's a good idea or not. But I haven't read a guide on this, but it seems to be the consensus that at least the Archmage is a strong class, so let's see. I'm gonna call it Werven because I'm boring. And click play, yes. Because my test mage was also called Werven, who I played to level 10 to kind of play around with the skills. So we get to the skills, and yeah, just by reading on the forums, it seems that people really like the combination of wildfire and fire. And I saw immediately why on my test character, because I blew myself up with Fire Flash. This is kind of like a big AoE fireball that you throw, and I threw it on myself or monsters next to me, and I got caught in AoE and I died. Wildfire allows you to become kind of immune to your own fire damage, which is really great. So I think I might just try that, and there's so many skill trees that I think I'm gonna play this class more often and try out all the other things. I like the idea of an air mage as well. But yeah, I'm going to click away this air point here. Of course, that might give me some problems in the scintillating caves, for example. Oh, there's my cat's playing with a squeaky toy. I don't know if you can hear it. So in the scintillating caves, there's some enemies that are fire immune, so I have to be careful with that, but I'm going to try nonetheless, because I'm stubborn. And let's see, then we have Arcane Reconstruction, which is a heal spell. And the problem of being a skeleton is we can't use infusion, so we can't use regeneration. So a heal spell is great. I also want Arcane Eye at some point, which is good for scouting ahead. But Phase Door, which is in Escape, is great, and I want this point so I can get to the Bone Armor as soon as possible. Then I have to decide on stats. I'm not sure what's best. I never played a mage really. But it seems to be that magic, well, it gives you spell power, so that's great. Willpower gives you mana, and in a bit that I played, I ran into some mana problems, so I think I'm gonna put 2 points in here actually. And Cunning might be nice because you get crit chance, so that will up our damage. But I'll have to see whether we do enough damage or not, because Constitution is also great, right? Like we just get more life, and extra life is always nice. So especially with my playstyle. So I think I'll just go for Willpower and Magic now, and then we'll see how it goes depending on damage or hit points. So I'm going to keep these 2 class points because I don't really want to spend them on anything else. Here I kind of want to go up to the shield, but I can't take Mana Thrust yet. And this one, Arcane Power, I'm not sure what to think of it yet. It increases our spell power, and as well it increases our arcane resistance. Increasing our spell power is probably really good, but I first want to see how our damage is before I'm gonna start putting points in that. So let's get started. Alright, so I'm not going to read all the flavor text, just to make the Let's Play flow a little bit better, because there's a lot of flavor text in this game, and I've read most of it already, because I do like lore in games. So yeah, let's get started. There's this master here, and we just became sentient, and blah blah blah, now we want to kill him, so kill him. And now you can see he's actually shooting at me with Soul Rot. I'm gonna try to dodge this. And he already burned to death. Well, let's talk to him a little bit. And now he died anyway. So we got a Cloak of Deception, which gives us 5 spell power, which gives us 3 effective spell power. You might have seen my rescaled combat stats video that will explain what that effective means. Basically there's diminishing returns, so the 5 points I get actually only give me 3 points due to some reason. Then I've got the Transmogrification chest. If you don't have this, you're probably a very new player. Don't worry, you're gonna get this very soon into the game, and it basically makes you able to sell all your equipment whenever you change regions. So instead of dragging around all your equipment all the time, you can automatically sell it, which is really great. Alright, so what do we got? We got a shield, and we've got Mana Surge, which will regenerate our mana. We've got a heal, and we've got Flame, which is our damage spell. And we've got Command Staff, which is quite nice. So let's look at our staff. It actually gives us plus 10% acid damage. We don't want acid damage, we want extra fire damage. So we click on Command Staff, then you can choose Mage here, and then Fire. And now, as you can see here, our staff does fire damage. Great! So, then we've got Phase Door, which teleports us randomly. Then we've got Heat Beam, which I've never really used. Remove a detrimental physical effect from us, which is great. So we keep that, and then there's Arcane Power, which we'll leave there for now. Alright, let's get started. So basically I'm just going to kill some enemies here, all these mice. So with Z you auto-explore, and it will heal you up first before it starts exploring, so that's quite nice. I think people that play on the higher difficulties frown on using auto explore, but I'm not playing on the higher difficulties, so I don't worry about it too much. Nor do I subscribe to any hardcore mentality that you should play a game in a certain way. So. So at the beginning it's fairly easy. Ooh, there's a chest. Chests can be dangerous. They have loot, but they can also contain like a special enemy. Luckily I've got a shield that is instantaneous as well as a phase door which teleports me somewhere. So let's try. Ooh. Ooh, always level 1 rare. Okay, so we can probably handle that. But he's still a rare warrior, so I'm gonna put on my shield and then burn him to death. Oh, that was fairly easy. Nice. There. So I should probably already look at my equipment, but I tend to do that at the end of a level, even though now I don't have any equipment yet, so it's probably stupid that I'm not looking at it. But as I said, I'm a very stubborn person, so here, previous level, there we go. Now we can look at it. Mage staff. More spell power? No. A bit more crit chance, which is nice. And actually we get more saves as well. That's probably good. And it changes the damage to fire as well, so we don't have to look at that. Then we've got a linen robe, which we already have. A pair of leather boots. Mat gives us fatigue. I don't want fatigue. Copper ring of perseverance. Stun immunity. Perfect. Life regeneration, also nice. Changes resistances. Fire and cold. Fine. Wizard hat. Changes resistances, 15 darkness, poison immunity, we're already poison immune, but we don't have a hat yet, so now we do. More spell power for a bit of fatigue. That might be worth it, only two fatigue. So. No, I can't wear them. Oh, I need armor training, of course, sorry. Iron boots, yeah. Right, let's sell all these things and let's continue. So the nice thing about this flame here is that it also burns the enemies. So even if you don't kill them completely at once, you will they will burn. So ooh, and we leveled up, so I can get more damages. Yay! I'm gonna put a bit more into my heal before I start taking Arcane Eye, and to level this up we need 18 magic, so I'm gonna put some more into magic and a bit into willpower, and I'm gonna save the rest of the points. So with Auto Explore it also automatically picks up items and stuff, so it's really nice. In that sense this game is very, very user friendly for a roguelike. Because if you've played, well, many other roguelikes, they tend to have fairly difficult keyboard commands and a lot of depth and a lot of extra mechanics like consumables and things you have to identify and eating, things like that. This game is way more streamlined in a sense. I really enjoy that. That's also the reason I don't yet. I'm trying to get into it, but Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup is another roguelike, and I think I would like it if I spend more time and energy on it. But it's all this, well, the fact that you need food and the random, you need to identify all the things, and I don't know. I like this kind of, it's very, yeah, very, very beginner friendly. I can't wear this yet, but I'm gonna move it to my inventory. Alright, well, sure, we can have that because our current robe sucks. And we can't use infusions because we are undead, so we can't heal, we can't regenerate, we have to rely on our shields and teleports. So that's a dangerous thing about being a skeleton. So the beginning is normally just kind of running around killing things. well, most of the game is running around killing things, but here you don't really are in much danger yet. Although you can still die if you don't pay enough attention. But these mice are normally fairly mild. Oh, no, I don't want to target myself. Ah! Gonna shield. Stupid mouse. Giant brown mouse. There. And it's good to just retreat and let your abilities come off cooldown instead of trying to melee them. We're not a warrior. Even though I'm probably ooh! I think if you press Shift T, yeah, actually this might be a good thing to have. Normally I play it like this, so you see like, yeah, this one. So you see your health bar, you see their health bars, and you see a little red thingy and a little purple thingy there. But if you press Shift T, it's way more clear. So I might put this on because then everything will also be probably easier to see for you. So red is enemy, purple is very dangerous enemies because it's the boss. He is level 8 and I'm level 2, so yeah, well, let's see. Flame is still on cooldown. Okay. Ooh, what's he doing? I'm gonna put on a shield. Did that kill the mouse? Ooh. I'm gonna put on my shield and heal. Uh-oh. I don't really have another ability to use. Maybe heat beam. What do we have? We are, runic saturation. So if you use runes, like I did here, rune of shielding and rune of mana surge, basically the more you use your runes, the longer the cooldowns will start to be. So be careful about that, especially if you have like regeneration runes and stuff. They will add up fairly quickly and you will have a lot of saturation. So be careful with that. This one does a little bit damage over 5 turns, so might as well try that, because I can't go anywhere at the moment. Ooh, he burned to death. Yay! Rod of Recall. It's a good teleporting device. It teleports us to the world map, but it's not instant, so you can't use it as a oh shit button, which is, well, bad for us, but it's a good balance. I like it. So here is a vault, and vaults always have a sealed door, and it asks you, do you really want to open this? Probably a bad idea. And I normally say yes, because mostly I'm just stupid and impatient and stubborn, so I kind of always want to see what's behind him and get all the nice loot that is in it. However, I'm first going to leave this because I want to level up first. Because I just got some points, so I can get bone armor, which creates a shield of bones absorbing 192 damage, lasts for 10 turns, so that's really nice. Total damage shield can absorb increases with your dexterity. That we don't really have a lot, but still, it's an extra shield. I'm gonna put a point into that, and I'm going to put an arcane eye into here, or a point into arcane eye. Then I want to have more magic, maybe a little bit more constitution for the vault now. And then some more magic and more willpower. Ooh, look at that. Mana thrust. Conjures up. So I want to get to this disruption shield, right? Conjures up mana into a powerful bolt doing 55 arcane damage. And it becomes a beam, which means that it kind of becomes a laser, so it goes through enemies, so you can hit a lot of enemies. You might have seen that in my Oozmancer guide. He has a lot of access to beams, which is really great. Our flame will also turn into a beam at level 5. So basically then we can just hit a lot of enemies at once, which is great. So I'm going to take this one. Might also take this flame shock. It's a cone of flame and people's... Ooh, it might get stunned, so that's nice. And that's about it. Oh, and another point into flame itself. And another one. Perfect. Now it turned into a beam. Yay! So that's really great. I think we would be ready for the vault, but we can actually spy on it with our arcane eye, which lasts 10 turns. If you I'm playing with a numpad. If you press 5, you just wait 1 turn. I think you can do this. Yay! You just put an eye there and you can see immediately what is there. Skeleton Mage is level 6. I'm level 4. I'm I think I can manage. Right, yeah, I'm just gonna wait till bone armor is out of cooldown. Famous last words, let's open it. Alright, let's put on a shield. This takes a turn, but this one is instantaneous, so put on that one with shift 1. Then now we have a beam, which is perfect. Oh no, we have this one, which has a chance to stun. Burning shock. Now we have a beam. Ooh, killed them at once. Nice. Arcane thingy didn't. Now I'm just hitting them. And now flame again. There. Empty. That was easy. So this is a very easy vault. Later vaults become fairly dangerous. So this is a light with light radius of 4, so that's already better. Then we also get more healing mod, so we heal 10% more, and we get 30% light resistance. It can be used to call lights. No, why not? Let's see, what do we have? Nothing, nothing, nothing. If you hold control, you can kind of see what changes, and these are all for the worse. Mana surge 639. You can't compare this, which is kind of annoying. I hope they're going to implement that at some point, but I'll just move it to the normal inventory and then check it out. I can't use any of those. Teleport I'm going to get as a skill, but there. So now if I check my inventory, I've got mana surge 639. If I use it, I have mana surge 620. So the one I already have is worse, so I'm just gonna inscribe it. And that's about it. Can I use this one? No, not yet. Alright, so now we are on the world map. So now our adventure can begin. So yeah, I think I'm going to call the episode to a close here. So I hope you had fun and hope to see you next time.